What would you tell owners out there who are looking to either add a vegan menu or go 100% vegan?
I personally would say it's the fastest growing food trend worldwide for a reason, and that if you want to keep your customers, you have to keep moving forward because there is a percentage that you have to keep growing every month to be successful in this business.
You've opened up more restaurants as a result of the success of this restaurant going vegan? Hi, I'm Ken Spector with HappyCow. I'm here in Northeast Washington, D.C. at a vegan restaurant called Pow Pow. This restaurant used to serve meat and now is fully vegan. I'm here with Sean, one of the owners of this restaurant, and I'm here with Chef Riccio, and she is the chef at the restaurant. How did this vegan restaurant come about?
I'm a longtime vegetarian, and Chef Riccio has a dairy allergy. Our partners are not vegan vegetarian, so when we opened, we had a menu that was kind of 50-50. All the meat options, we had mirrored vegan options. We were both very passionate about the vegan side of the menu, and we wanted to give it a shot and go all vegan, and it's been successful ever since we switched.
What were some of the challenges of converting the menu over from a meat menu to a vegan menu?
Sean was the most supportive of going plant-based 100%. I was not always plant-based chef. It was a late in life allergy. This was not what I had ever planned on doing. And I found that the items I could go buy in the grocery store, which is what you get at most vegan restaurants in town, I didn't really enjoy that much. This was before Impossible was widely available. I just decided to go back to my CIA cookbooks and figured out how to make it myself.
Do you still make all of the proteins?
I still make all of the proteins in-house. We do serve Impossible at our other restaurant now, but we also have a Housemade burger next to it, so you have the choice. And I make all of my own cheeses.
How did you learn how to make these vegan proteins?
I learned how to make the seitan and how it worked like real muscles, how the more you mess with it, the more it's like tendons.
So seitan, which is wheat, like a wheat gluten-based meat.
I started there and then went into mixing it with tofu, and now what I learned was I make every different meat with a different way and a different... Honestly, it's a completely different way to cook it for each one, instead of just doing one mystery meat and calling it everything with a different sauce.
The chicken is like chicken, but it's completely different consistency than like the pork, and it's a completely different product and everything.
Are you selling your proteins to any other restaurants or at stores?
I sell to other restaurants. I sell my pastrami to like Farwell down the street, and I currently sell my cheeses to 12 other restaurants in the community that are not plant-based by any means.
What were your biggest fears of taking the restaurant vegan?
I think turning off your already existing customer base. The people were very supportive. This is a neighborhood where we're at, so this is kind of the perfect place to do it. There were a lot of vegans in the city that I don't think wanted to eat at a place that did a 50-50 menu because potential cross-contamination concerns, which are all very, very valid stuff. So it's like literally the first week we switched, it was just like the floodgates open, and it's never slowed down.
Any people that frequented your restaurant, did any of them come in and get angry with you?
Yeah, less than 5, less than on one hand you could count. Yeah, those people were like, oh, you can't tell anyways. It all tastes like the same stuff, or we liked the stuff that you had before that was vegan, even though we're meat eaters.
We were told that we made a mistake by one. One didn't know that we had done it for 2 months and felt that we hadn't notified anybody, but we had done a whole month of promoting it. And then the other one just sent me an email saying that they'll never come back because we were following a trend. Most of our clientele are flexitarian and always were. And the people that do eat meat were eating here anyways for Meatless Monday or coming in and getting our plant-based proteins already.
We serve hundreds of customers a day here. So times that, 365 a year, we've had 3 customers in the past 5 years now.
Looking back at the transition, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Nope. We executed everything excellently.
I will credit it to the community. When we put it out there, we sent out press releases saying, if you support this, we'll do it forever, and we've stuck to that. What
would you tell owners out there who are looking to either add a vegan menu or go 100% vegan?
I personally would say it's the fastest growing food trend worldwide for a reason, and that if you want to keep your customers, you have to keep moving forward because there is a percentage that you have to keep growing every month to be successful in this business.
You've opened up more restaurants as a result of the success of this restaurant going vegan?
Correct. So Chef Riccio creating proteins for ourselves, things that she had missed. So we made burgers and stuff like that for ourselves, and it was also kind of like, oh wow, we should open a burger concept because this stuff is pretty excellent too. So we opened a burger concept. We're now working on the second restaurant of the burger concept, which is Bubbie's Plant Burgers. We have a second Pow Pow opening as well now, too.
Have you used HappyCow at all to help to increase the number of people who come to your restaurant?
I think HappyCow has worked really well for us when people come from out of town. Very much like us when we travel, out of the country and stuff like that. That's the first thing we do is we go to HappyCow. We see that more so than like TripAdvisor even, because that's our automatic, customer. HappyCow has definitely been an excellent tool for us.
Congratulations on this great success. This sounds amazing. Thank you both. I really appreciate it. Sean and Chef Riccio, really appreciate your time. I'm Ken Spector from HappyCow. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.